Hello all, welcome to more Bloodborne. If you're new here, I like to play games. I post every day. I like to just be super casual, have conversation when I'm playing games, and it could be about anything. My last two videos are like a really good example of what I mean and what it looks like for me. When it comes to these, I talk about mental health because I work in mental health. I talk about having ADHD because I have it and it's affected the way that I live life, like not in the best way. So, yes, please join and play through the story with me. It's kind of weird. I'll like go back and forth between just talking and conversating about things, like rambling, and then, going through the story too, because I really like this game and I really want to go through the story and get through it. But this game is more like it can be slower paced because it takes some time to beat the boss and things. So I'm gonna be just conversating and stuff in between that, if y'all don't mind. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I did kind of want to start with talking about my last two videos that I posted, because I want to make a more one-to-one video about, because that's the purpose of this channel, right? Like, if you look at my bio, that was the original purpose, and it's still the purpose, to like assist and aid people who can't afford therapy and don't have the means for, may not have the time for whatever reason, don't go to therapy, but need some kind of reassurance, or like some kind of someone going through things and teaching how to cope with them. Because I feel like when you, because I've talked to people who have never been in the spirals that I've been in, and I want to talk about, like, I want to bring up what I mean when I say spirals and what a spiral looks like for me. So when I say spiral, this is what happens. I'll have a trigger, and my triggers were more varied before I took medications, which is why I take medications. So because I had too many triggers, something will happen. It might be something little. It could be something big. Usually it's something little, something really not that out of sorts, really not that bad. And then I'll spiral from there. Like, what's the word? I will, like, my body and my nervous system will feel unsafe. Like, my body will start telling me, like, you're not safe. You're not doing well. Sorry. You're not in a good situation right now. We have to abort. And I'm like, no, that's not true. Like, yeah, this little thing happened, but it really, oh gosh, they killed me. Oh, that's annoying. I'll get him back. It's okay. I'll talk to myself and try to self-soothe. Like, it really wasn't a big deal. It's okay. It's okay. But it'll go deeper and deeper. The spiral will, and it'll get to the point where I'm like, oh, I don't feel well at all. Like, that's why it's a spiral. It'll go deeper and deeper down, and I feel like people use the term spiral kind of loosely too, because spiral means like you're going deeper and deeper down and you can't get up from it, or you're having a hard time bouncing back. Like, that ability to like bounce back quickly was not something I had before medications. That's why I'm a big proponent of medications, and I'm pretty sure like I could have went to therapy too and learned a way to do it, because I never found a therapist that could, well, I went to a counselor. I never went to therapy, so I don't know if there is someone who can help me to bounce back from those things and help me to have the emotional tools to be able to do that. But medications really, really help with that. So yeah, that's just my story with it. And it was my fault. I didn't take my medications super consistently. That's where I think the problem started, because I spiraled about like money stuff, and I spiraled about like something that happened at work, and my body suddenly just felt like you're not safe, things aren't good, you're in danger, and then I can feel super worn and tired on the inside, and then also just very hopeless. It's hard to move, and I can feel kind of sick. Like, when I say sick, I don't mean like super sick, like more like my symptom triggers like my throat will hurt or my allergies will act up. That's just the way that mine's manifest. So
Very
I
well.
talked about it in the
Let
last two
the
videos, but
echoes become your strength.
I don't think I made it clear.
Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Yeah, I don't think I made it clear, and I apologize for that. Like what I meant when I said spiral, and I'm gonna make a video more one-to-one about the spirals and about like what you can do. And I talked about like what you can do when you're in a like what I do, because when I'm in it, I'm literally like, I can't do this. I feel so hopeless, and I thank the Lord that I have medications that have been able to help me to at least cope with it somewhat and feel some semblance of like, okay, you're in control. So if you have the means for that, and the means for like money and medications or insurance, if that's a route that you want to go, I would talk to your doctor about that and think like, we all are different. That's the hard part. We're all different, and we all have a different relationship with mental health and medicines and things, and what that's going to look like. And it looks, it just looks different for each of us, and it's hard because, but I work with people who all have their different things. I work with people who, I'm going to be honest, I work with people who probably should be on medications, but they're like, no, I don't think I should be. I just want therapy. And that's fine. That's their choice and their decision, and you honor that, of course, and obviously. And then the people who are usually doing the best are the people who are very engaged in services. Like, they see our doctor, they see med management, or like they go to their appointments. They actually are active and engaged in doing what needs to be done. Um, and that's just what I've seen. What is that? Oh, I thought it was moving. That's what I've seen personally when it comes to that kind of thing. Like, and then I realized like it's just like an evidence-based practice, meaning like it's been tested and retested in order to see what works the best, and that tends to work the best. And like I will say, like, even though I have gotten into that spiral and it was hard, I will say like I'm at a much better place in life than before, because my spirals they used to put me in some gnarly places, like some really bad places where I had the like trigger warning, but I had the not wanting to be here thoughts, and it would. I feel like when you spiral, you can go into different facets and branches of thought, and that's what I used to do. I used to go into different branches of thought, like, oh, like blaming other people, going like, I'm alone. That's like the first thought that would come. I'm alone. I hate myself. Oh gosh, I hate these things. Oh, I got it. That's okay. I'll try again. But that just gives us more time to conversate. Like, I would have thoughts like, I'm alone. I hate myself. When I hold on to the thoughts of self-hate, trying to think what else. Like, I shouldn't exist. That used to be a big one for me. I don't exist. I'm a joke in this world. I can never get better. Like, when those thoughts come, like, that's when the spiral gets dangerous. And in those moments, I should have went to the hospital. That's when like you don't have the ability. You're lacking the ability at that point to take those thoughts and understand that your spiral's not real. I'm at the point in life, and I talked about this in my last couple videos, but it's just for like if you're new here. I talked about being at the point in life where I don't really. I used to feel like I needed people to talk to, like, and like you need. Sometimes you do, but I'm like at the point where I have this understanding, like, okay, I've been through this before. I know what this means. I know that it's mostly just my nervous system. Like, it's my nervous system telling me that I'm not safe, and it's not true because this isn't my baseline. My baseline is a lot calmer and more like, yeah, maybe like not the best, but it's not this. And so that's how I'm able to like function through it more logically, being the age I am now, and I'm so thankful, and I would never go back to that. And I understand why people say like, oh, I would never go back to my 20s, because you just, for one thing, there are just so many. I like for anyone who's like scared to turn 30 or like get older. Um, I will say there are so many benefits of being 30, like of like getting older. Like they're actually like, what are the benefits of being in your 20s? Like, I guess you have more energy. Well, I mean, you're not really that much older, unless you like put yourself in a really bad health situation. So health is one thing, but like your health really isn't affected when you turn 30. Um, like I'm trying to think of benefits of being in your 20s. I guess there really aren't much benefits I can think of besides health and energy and things, but even then, that's not really, I don't know, that's not really a good one because that depends on your lifestyle and your genetics and things. But um like I know this is a side tangent, but like being older, you realize, oh, I have been through the quote unquote, I've been through the BS so many times that I can deal with it better now. And like you have more of a handle on things that you didn't have before. Um, like me being in the situation where like I used to I used to just want to feel like I'm drowning and grab onto someone and drag them down with me. That's kind of where I was, but now even if I'm at my worst, I'm like, okay, I know what to do, but I'm also a Christian. I know what to do. Like I ask people for prayer, but I know that how to ask people for what I need. Like, hey, like, or text a friend like, hey, I need accountability for things, or I need this. Can I have this from you? And she's an awesome, amazing friend. And both my friends are awesome and amazing. He'll pray for me and he'll do anything. Like, who are like, what can I do to help you? Like, that's what they ask. And when I was younger, the answer usually is like, I don't know what you can do. Like, I don't know. But then, that makes me think, like, hold on, let me fight them real quick. They're going to kill me super quickly. I can't stand them. These guys are hard, dude. I don't know. They're really not hard. Like, they're hard, but they're not hard. They're fun to fight, though. I forgot to get my fire paper. I was gonna see if that might work better against them. Okay, I died. But I say all that to say, like talking through it really helped me understand that. But and I really was in a bad way yesterday. I really did feel really bad. But I also realized, like, oh, I am dealing with this more, a lot differently than when I was younger. Like, I'm not feeling the not wanting to be here thoughts. Like, the way that I think is different, but the way that I feel feels the same. But the way that I think, like, remember well, actually, I didn't upload this video, but I was gonna say, when you're in a spiral, I compare it to this. Like, you're a balloon with, ooh, you're a balloon filled with helium. Like, you've seen a balloon go all the way up to the sky, and you don't even know how high it is, but at the same time, it's been up there for so long, it's coming down. Like, it's coming down because uh, the helium is lessening within it or something. I don't know the science behind it, um, but it's coming down, but it's coming down slowly, ever so slowly. Like, it's so slowly that it doesn't notice and you don't notice. That's the best way I can explain. Oops. That's the best way I can explain what it's like to be in a spiral and what it felt like yesterday. Like, it was like, oh, I'm coming down from it. Like, I'm feeling more stable and more on earth, but it's because my thoughts are dissonant from my feelings, but I'm able to slowly, slowly, slowly bring those things together and go like, okay, this is fixable. And something I learned while being on medications is there's actually no reason to spiral. Like, there's no reason to have that feeling like things aren't going to be okay, because there's always a way to make a choice to, like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like you're just wasting emotional energy when you spiral about something. Uh, Sometimes it's the result of being triggered, but like, you just, it's just something I realized. Like, being on medications, I was like, oh, I don't have to be triggered by this. Like, I don't have to feel this way just because of this. Like, nothing's blown up yet. I'm not, you can literally still hang on to all the good stuff. You can go like, I'm not homeless. I pay my bills. Or, you know, even if you have what happened to me, like, even if you failed a course or something, you're like, I can do it again. Or, because I know people who've taken a long time to, like, for example, at school, who've taken, like, just like when we were in school, we felt sometimes like we made a bad grade, it was the end of the world. Like, people were crying and, like, in tears because, because they're frustrated and not able to understand the subject. And it's like, you think about it, it's like, it's really not the end of the world. It feels that way, but it's not. And let me take care of them real quick and I'll go on with it. Okay. I don't know how to beat them. I'm just watching their... I need a plan. I need a plan, mental plan of how to do this. Maybe I can use the, yeah, I need to... You know what I need to do? Let me just run around. Yeah, I think I know. I need all of them in my line of view. I think they know what I'm doing. But they're just video game characters. They're just NPCs, so, like, how would they know? But I think they know. I, for some reason, think they actually know. Oh gosh, it killed me. I need to earn more blood echoes. But we can conversate some more. We can talk and conversate. I hope anyone who watched my last two videos enjoyed them. Like, I was rambling and rambling, but I really needed that. Like, it really helped. I very much needed it. It was so nice um, to be able to get it out because I just realized, oh, I'm so blessed. Like my friend said, like I'm so blessed that I'm in this situation. Like just counting every blessing you can because it also felt like everyone was doing okay in life and I was the only one spiraling. And I also, well, random, I want to talk about like what I'm going to do intentionally today since I'm off to try to, you know, make things a little better. But what was I going to say? Yeah, like counting your blessings, just understanding how blessed you are and just every single blessing that you can even think of. Every single blessing you can think of because there are some and it's just I just want people to be adept to doing that. Like become masters at that kind of thing and holding on to truth and what's not. Okay. Sorry, I started getting a little tired. There we go. But the after of it is like, ooh. So a lot of my spirals come from applying and like, hold on, let me turn that down. Okay, a lot of my spirals come from applying thoughts to different things unnecessarily. Like, I'll spiral whenever, even if I take off. Like, taking off can make me spiral. It's such a, I didn't realize how bad off I was until, like, talking about it. Like, everything would make me spiral. Like, it felt like I was trapped and I was paralyzed. And I'm glad that I'm on these medications. And I know I keep going on and on about it, but, whew, it's like I dodged a bullet. Like, it was not good at one point. And so for today, like intentionally to try to, I am between two things, but there's one thing I know I'm not going to do. I talked about having a like food addiction and spiraling because of a food addiction. Um, and when I say food addiction, it's not just a food addiction. It's like a food delivery addiction. Like that's something I do to make myself feel better, but it would end up making me feel worse in the long term. And it's like literally, y'all, like if you think you've made mistakes, it got so bad that I'm like financially in a little bind or not kind of in a I've never been in this financial situation before. I've usually been not responsible but haven't had the issues that I have now. And so I'm kind of having to be more strict with my finances. So I know today what I'm doing, eating at the house, and I think I got paid today. So like, sorry I keep saying like, but getting more groceries, I think. Meal planning more intentionally. Because mostly all I eat is, and it's because of the food I buy too, like spaghetti. What do I buy? Like spaghetti, burgers, and sometimes you don't feel like eating that all the time, so I would eat out. And I'm trying to break that cycle of eating out, like getting food delivered. And for some reason, it was specifically my specific addiction is getting food delivered. So I'm trying to break that because that will help me break my cycle. I'm trying to exercise more. I feel better from yesterday, but your nervous system, but my nervous system feeling that way for so long does not put me at 100%, unfortunately, which is why I'm glad I took a day off because I slept a lot. And yeah, so I want to intentionally rest. Like, not rest by overindulging like I do, but rest by actually being restful. So I'm talking slow because I'm trying to mentally think, like, how can I do that? Um, what can I do? I know I have to do my hair again because of the rain. Doing my hair again is one thing. Um, Gosh, I'll think of more things. I'll think of more things. And like, that's one thing I try to do is be very intentional about how I spend my time and trying to be better as someone with ADHD. And I fail. Like, that's why I only have 3 goals. I have 3 that I try to reach throughout the day to try to keep afloat and to function. It's don't get DoorDash, exercise, keep my room clean. So if I have the energy for it, I am going to. And I don't have to even. I set myself to. I don't even have to do all 3 of those goals in a day. I just have to keep fighting to do them consistently. Like, I told a friend that some of my spirals happen because sometimes your spirals can happen because you're like leaning on other things in the past too. You're like, oh, I'm trying to fight the. Let me. Like, you're letting past things come up and past feelings come up. Like, you're feeling like, I've always been this way. Like, I've always been this mess of a person. You know, I've always. But no, you've been fine before. You just feel this way because you're spiraling, and that's what I have to realize too. Like, it feels so real, but it's not. But we are going to go fight these bosses real quick. This is about to be my medicine time again too, I think. Okay. I am going to make a more one-to-one video though, talking about these things, like, so that people can have it to go back to if they need it, or so I can like refer people to it. And talking about it helps me to straighten things out too, so like I can tell my clients, hey, like, so I can help to educate them on how to think, how to properly think when you're in a spiral, and like how to like not, sometimes it's not even about how to get out of it, it's how to cope through it and how to think properly so that you're on the positive side of it and like getting slowly better even though you can't tell. Like, people don't really talk about spirals or like your nervous system feeling out of whack or feeling like things aren't okay, because a lot of people don't go through it, and I didn't know that. Or like a panic attack, things like that, like feeling like you're dying and just feeling out of whack after that. Okay. Let me go fight these 3 though. Let me go fight these 3. These 3 people. Alright, let's do this. I forgot to get my stuff again. Oops. Maybe I can use my Leadwood blade? Because I can, like, sweep through them, maybe? Oh, darn it, they killed me so fast. How am I gonna do this one? How am I even gonna get through this one? This is insane. Mm. Okay, let's... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's try it again, but with some fire paper. What does that blue elixir do? I don't feel like that blue elixir is, like, too helpful at this time. I don't know, like, I could be in my head about it. I don't know. Also, to anyone watching this, I really appreciate you. I just really appreciate every single person who has chosen to watch this video. It means the world to me. It really, like, that in itself helped me get out of my spiral, because I realized, oh, I could be talking to someone who is in a spiral, or, like, who might be in a spiral in the future, who may need to learn how to get out of it, because it's not a fun thing to be in. It feels so bad. I wouldn't want anyone else to be in it, because you can't. The hard part is a lot of people don't know how to talk people out of a spiral. Some people know how to talk people through it, but, like, I think some people, the hard part is some people are like, well, why don't you feel better now? I went the wrong way. Like, that's usually the thing. It's like, why don't you feel better now? Like, why do you still feel this way? And it's like, I just still feel this way. You can't, like, you just can't. When your nervous system is a wreck, like, maybe you can take something to calm down. Maybe you can go to sleep. Maybe you can kind of sort of cope, but you're not going to snap out of it. Like, your nerves are shot, like, so to speak. Where am I going? Oh, this way. Oh, I went the wrong way. That is so easy to do. driving a car. So it feels like sometimes. Okay, made it. Finally made it. Let's do this. I keep forgetting you don't have pets in this game. Like, you don't have the... what do you call it? Faithful servants. Or a second companion. Nah. Ooh, you threw me. That was crazy. Okay, I died again. Oh, that's crazy. I can't. Ooh. I hope I'm not gonna have to look up like how to beat him. Like, that's insane. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give up some things. I think I'm gonna have to like look through my finances and things and do some cleanup, financial cleanup. Is that fun? No, because I have to actually be conscious of what I do and how I spend now. Like, I've never had to do that before, which I should have been doing it, but listen, like, it's like I talk like this and I have some stability in a way when it comes to my mental, but like, I've got issues. I just know how to think through them a little better now in order to like continue and to keep going on, because it's just me out here. I'm just a single lady, so like I've gotta figure out how to cope on my own. And even if people aren't single, I've learned from a friend that it can still be hard, you can still feel alone, and it can even feel worse. So I feel for anyone out there who just feels alone but are not physically alone, that seems like it could be worse. So I feel for you. I am sorry if you're in that situation, or if you ever have felt that way before. I'm just gonna keep going back and back and like trying to see if I can beat them. Also, I'm sorry if I'm quiet. My second dose of medicines is seeping into my system, so I shouldn't be in due time, I think. I don't know. I'm also so glad that the month is almost out. Like, that's also, it also stresses me out a little when the month is like on the last couple weeks. I'm gonna have to come up with a strategy for how to like get through the month with these people. Oh, which way to do it? Oops, oops. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Oh, darn it. Oh, I keep going the wrong way. think I'm getting there easier and easier, though. But apparently, yes, you do have to beat them. Because I looked up if they were required. You do have to beat them in order to get through the forest and to continue on, which sucks. Because I was hoping that they were optional. Because they seem way harder than they should be. Oh, I gotta learn how to dodge the attacks. And not get cornered by things or items. And I need them all in my view. I think that's one thing. Maybe I shouldn't be upping strength. Maybe I should be upping something else. Like vitality. Gosh, I keep... I'm gonna do some coping stuff and just level up for a little bit. But I am going to end this episode and continue with another one. Thank you so much to anyone for watching, or anyone who's partaken or watched this. I appreciate you all. I really do. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.